I did Visa's complex balance sheet. Can't leave Mastercard out of the mix, right? So let's do them as well. And I'm also going to show you a shortcut. Now, there's no shortcut for actually knowing a business. That is the best shortcut. But I'm going to assume maybe you don't know the business yet. And so if that's the case for you, you need shortcuts to try to speed up your process, right? And then you can go back and learn the business and then double check if those shortcuts were the right shortcuts to make. So first off, when you're doing a complex balance sheet and you're adding line items, which are not regular line items, quote unquote, you won't see them in a lot of businesses, most businesses, but you want to know when you see litigation stuff, security deposits, that sounds like something that should be constant with the business. Settlement assets, these are things you don't know if these are these one-time in nature, or are they something that's like a longer term thing of the business. So if you don't know the answer to that, you can go to similar tables on BAMSEC, and then you can look at previous balance sheets. Are these line items that are always there? There's the security deposits, there's settlement assets. Are they line items that are always there? Or are these like a one-time litigation reserve or things like that? So in the case of Mastercard, we can see, yeah, pretty much every year they have these line items. And so it should be part of invested capital because it is part of the core business. And so as we are adding more of these line items, current assets, non-interest bearing, current liabilities, these are all things that we need to ask ourselves. You don't want to just blindly put in every single line item that's on the balance sheet. You have to ask yourself, is this line item representing a core aspect of the operations of a business? If so, when you're calculating invested capital from the operating side, it is something that you want to include. And so we can go through the same process. I mean, we kind of already did, right? But if you wanted to just double check, you can go through the same process, look for those line items in the history of the financials. And yes, you can see them as well. So you do want to include them as they are part of operating assets and operating liabilities of the business. And as always, we are not including tax-related assets because that's parent company. That is not core to the core business. And we are finishing up on the balance sheet. We'll go ahead and go down to our EBIT, or go up in this case, 14,008, and finish off with an effective tax rate. Oh, are we not getting an easy disclosure? That's an adjusted effective tax rate. I would take the gap. That's just me. And so we have an ROIC of 67, 68. If you know Visa, Mastercard, that probably doesn't surprise you.